So first off, I'll talk about what's going on the screen here. So I have the optimizer running again, and we should be hoping to see that come into play soon. You can see that it's actually stuck. The stuck value is now at 5, which actually I should probably move that so you can see it a little better. Let's see if that, I think that's a little better. So yeah, you can see that the stuck value is at 5. So if that persists through this generation, we should see the optimizer at least turn on. So what that means is you will see a message on the screen over here. Sorry, the screen is reversed for me. So you should see a message on the text over here, and it will say optimizing and a bunch of dots, just saying that it's going through that many rounds of it. And if it does not improve, then it will go on with its business. But if it does, then it will say optimized, and the stuck value will go back down to 0. Now, just to reiterate what the optimizer is that it takes the if statements that are currently in the best program and attempts to reorder them so that possibly an if statement that is more important can be heard as opposed to being blocked out by a previous by a later if statement that is canceling it out. So this is just to sort of fine tune what's already the best program so that it can propagate that better version of the best program through the next few generations. Now, obviously, if a better program comes along, it will completely block out that new program. But odds are the better program will have aspects of that new program with the new order in its own DNA. So here we go. We're seeing the optimizer going, and it doesn't look like it optimized. But like I've explained in the past, there is a humongous magnitude of possibilities for the order of 32 different if statements. So because of this, the best order is extremely hard to find. And what I'm hoping to do with this addition of code is to randomly find a better solution. Not necessarily the best solution, but a better solution. So I want to see if that will change anything in how the program runs its course as it approaches exhaustion, and if when it would normally be at exhaustion if it gets any better. Now, we have seen a picture or an idea of what the best program the previous running could make. So that is a program where it goes slightly up slowly, and it's an L shape, and then it flips back and forth until it catches the ball, and then it holds on to it, and then it even chases the next ball when the next ball drops. So that's an impressive feat, and we are hoping to see something along that line, if not better, from this running. Now, if you follow me on Twitter, you will know that I did add this optimizer into the environment project already. That's because I was a little disappointed with the previous running of the environment project with the new memory updates. So I wanted to see if the optimizer would at least give it a little kick in the right direction. But I haven't seen too much with that. Now, the problem is there's only 5 programs to work with in the environment program because I wanted the generations to be quick. Because there are so many different instincts that it has to learn, I wanted it to be able to get through a bunch of generations and sort of drop back down and get back up. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that it's faster in learning. It just means that it gets through the processes of getting stuck and closing out and knocking back down to a lower level and then going back up a little faster. So, like I said, that's not necessarily a better solution. I'm just trying to test the waters, and also that was already what I had done in the previous runnings of the environment project. So I didn't want to change that around in the off chance that the optimizer is the main thing that's helping out the program. So in a science experiment, you don't want to change too many variables, because the more variables you change, the harder it is to prove which change in a variable made the improvement. Now, in my case, I'm just trying to create something that is successful. So if I change a bunch of variables and it's successful, I'll be happy. But it would be nice to know exactly what is the best possible combination of features. So that is why we're doing the testing here, because like I've said in the past, I know what the ball drop program can do. So I know what the ball drop task can do. I know what the AI can achieve with the ball drop task. So I want to see if it can either achieve that faster or achieve something greater in about the same time, with the new additions. Now, even if it took longer to achieve something greater, that would still be an improvement in my eyes, because a extended time of learning is better than just a quick burst and then being stuck. So those are the things we're looking for, and I'm not sure if we'll see it, but that's yet to be seen. Obviously, everything here is random, so I have no idea whether this will be successful. So that's the idea with what's going on here, and with what's going on in the environment project. I have a checklist made out, and I've shown you this before. I wanted to get down the outline per se of what the new update for Environment 3.0 will have in it. So I have written out a checklist for me to start working on it, and I am aiming big. I'm aiming for a higher change in quality than I would normally aim, just because I think that this is going to be a long-term project, so I want to get the best option I can out of this. You can see actually the program that's running right now is achieving that L shape, and we're only on generation 25. I think this was around the same time that the previous running achieved this sort of intelligence. So someone might want to check me on that if they go back and see my previous videos, but I currently do not have the time to check that. But my door just locked itself. That's kind of weird. So that's generally what's going on with the AI and with the environment project. So I will be working on the improvements to update it to the next level in the next week or so. I don't think that I will have it anywhere close to finished by Wednesday, so don't expect that, but do expect updates. I do hope to at least break the surface of that by Wednesday, so that I can give you a perspective on how long it's going to take and what problems I'm coming into, because I want this channel to see the whole process. I don't want to just surprise you with the finished product. Now, every once in a while, if I have a new idea, I may wait a little bit to tell you guys, because I want to make sure that I know what I'm talking about, because obviously things in your head don't necessarily come out in words the way you want them to, or at least in my case. Some people are fine. But so that's the general idea with the AI, and so I'm going to play a quick ad, and I'm going to move on to my main topic for the day. So I'll be right back.